I think. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to today's masterclass organized by Chitkara University Online Education. And today we are truly honored to have with us our distinguished leader from healthcare and pharma industry, Mr. Gurjeet Singh Kalra. Mr. Kalra is the Chief Commercial Officer at GoActive, a leading player in healthcare enablement and digital transformation. It's an experienced category lead with exposure to repute global pharmaceutical companies, of course. And he himself is skilled in marketing management, sales, market research, NPD, and brand management. He's also having a strong sales and marketing professional with 20 years of well-rounded experience spanning across consumer healthcare, medical devices, CRM, and project management. He's also managing product portfolio worth $48 million. I mean, that is commendable, I would say, sir. So over the years, he has built a reputation as a visionary leader, someone who bridges the business strategy with technology to create impactful outcomes. His insights on how digital tools and artificial intelligence are reshaping the healthcare ecosystem have been widely appreciated across the industry. And today, wishing that he will share his perspectives on how AI and digital transformations are just not the trends, but powerful forces driving the future of healthcare and pharma. Sir, we are really honored to have you with us today. So without much saying, I would like to hand it over to you, sir. And I would also, good afternoon, the respected Dean. And we all feel very honored to invite you on this very platform. And over to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Aarti, Dr. Subodh, and the Chitkara University. It is always a great pleasure to be the part of such event which are really thinking about the students who are going to become the future of India. I always feel glad, pleased, and humbled whenever Chitkara University is calling me to connect with the students. So thank you from my side to the entire team here.
So do we, sir. Thank you.
So glad to see more than 75, 80 students who are here already. While I will keep my communication and the topic intact, which I spoke about, but in my overall next 35 to 40 minutes of deliberation, I will be talking about myself, how I have come to this industry, how I have grown. And I'm sure most of the colleagues here will be interested to know that they are either starting the pharma sales or any other journey within the pharmaceutical world, or maybe they have reached to a certain level, they have got some experience as of today. I'm sure with my experience, I could share some of the things which can further help them to grow faster, which I have learned with my experience, they can learn with my words. So that is what I believe. So few questions, and my online discussions with my team, we have in GoActive more than 2,000 people. So we usually keep around 250 to 300 people engaged at one time. So what I keep my two things from my side. One is that if possible, they can switch on their cameras up to their wish, no compulsion. I believe I try to relate with them how they are sitting. Even if they are sitting in t-shirt, I am okay. Even if they are sitting in banyan, I am okay. But once I see them, I feel related to them. And second thing, I want to understand that how many of colleagues here understand Hindi as well. So in India, I believe that if I say few emotions in Hindi, that those are well connected as compared to only English. So as for my understanding, maybe Dr. Aarti or Dr. Subodh can tell me how many are from Kerala or Tamil Nadu or South India. So I can understand that those people I need to keep my conversation around English only.
Sir, I mean, majority is able to understand English. I mean, and Hindi also we have. So, I mean, from the south, it is a less in number
Okay.
comparatively.
Okay. So I will
That
try
is,
to keep
yes,
the mix of the communication.
right.
And let us start. So I have a small presentation which I will take you through in next 30 to 45 minutes, and in that I after that I will open this forum. I love to interact with these students, and I will encourage them to ask me questions as many as they want. So first of all, as I was talking to you about Chitkara as a university, I feel proud that this is one of the very few universities who are providing very in-depth understanding about the pharma world. They have got the expert professors from across the specialities, as well as this is something is very unique which I have seen in my entire career since the time I have been in the head office, that we are focusing on this profession and dependent on the company training only. So जब मुझे याद है कि मेरी जब मैंने प्रोफेशन 2000 में, आज 25 साल हो गए हैं, स्टार्ट किया था, my first company gave me understanding around the pharmacology, anatomy, physiology, everything I learned from the company where I went. But before that, even when I was interested to go, I was appearing in the interviews, but nobody was there for me to handhold. And I personally believe if I would have got some guidance, held holding before I started my career, I could have been at different level today. Although I feel proud where I am working, the company which I am working is a fantastic company with the culture and growth mindset. But at the same time, I could have further grown my career if I would have handhold it. So here is the university, Chitkara, which is helping you to do that. The first thing which I say and always believe, unfortunately, I'm not able to meet you in person. Otherwise, you will see that how enthusiastic I am about myself, my profession, and that energy always transfers to my customer. I believe most of the colleagues here are, I'm always saying colleagues because I'm in the pharma profession, you are in the pharma profession too. मेरे लिए student से ज़्यादा आप colleague हो, and maybe after a few years, 5, 7 years, 10 years, शायद कोई मेरी जगह पे भी बैठा होगा. So you are colleague already. So that is my wish, and that is what I want, and I will try to do in my deck also. So very simple thing, how you are able to translate your energy into sales. So most of the people here, I believe, are from the sales background or will be going into sales profession. So that is something is very important to keep your energy and enthusiasm intact. For doing that, first of all, you have to focus on your health, overall body health. So what you are eating, what you are drinking, how you are thinking, what you are reading, this all impacts while you bring in the energy within yourself and then you transfer to your customer. I have always been a topper in my class, and to be very frank, right from the young school days, शायद मैं दूसरी तीसरी क्लास से मुझे नंबर मेरे याद होंगे, and till the post grad I did, I was always the topper in my class. Can you guess how many, what percentage I used to get in my grades? So I'm presenting, so I'm not able to see here. So Dr. Subodh can tell me if people are writing and speaking about what I'm asking the questions. तो आपको मालूम है कितने परसेंटेज में ऑन एन एवरेज मैं लेके आता था?
Yeah, learners, you can just type on the chat box. Maybe then I can communicate to Pujit sir.
Yeah.
If you can type any guesses, number as asked by him. So we got an answer, sir, 90%, 85, like that answers we are getting.
ग्रेट, सुपर। ये बहुत ही अच्छा है, सब लोग मेरे बारे में इतना बढ़िया सोचते हैं। And that is what I also expected, to be very frank. However, I'll tell you, in my graduation, I completed my graduation with 49%. And that too, you will ask, sir, आप pharmaceutical में हो, इतनी बड़ी position पे हो, इतना सब कुछ कर रहे हो. I'm sure you must have completed either B Pharmacy or BSc Biology or at least BSc. So I will reveal to you, if somebody would have gone to my LinkedIn profile, they would have come to know. I have done my BCom, which is Commerce graduation from Jivaji University. So university भी इतनी known नहीं थी और time भी इतना known नहीं था. Percentage आपके सामने है, फिर भी बंदा successful है. So the whole message in this slide to everyone is that, very simply, if you stay calm, stay focused, stay what you are supposed to do consistently for long period of time, you are definitely going to get the success. अगर मैं इस लेवल से, इस परसेंटेज से, इस पढ़ाई से यहाँ तक पहुंच सकता हूं, तो आई बिलीव यहाँ पे जो स्टूडेंट हैं, मुझे जो मालूम है, जो स्टैंडर्ड रहता है, दैट इज मिनिमम 70-80% को क्वालिफिकेशन मिलती है चितकारा यूनिवर्सिटी में. यू आर मच अहेड ऑफ मी, much ahead of me. So keep a belief on yourself, keep doing few basic things, and then you see the wonders how it happens. I'm sure after listening to this, you have few questions as well, as I always get those questions, but last mein hum aapke questions lete hain. This has been my journey. I have started humble with the simple medical representative. In the DWD pharmaceutical, I worked with Novartis Healthcare India. Then I worked with Sanofi Healthcare India. These are some Indian and multinational experience which I worked as a medical representative. So this नींव जो बनी है इस पूरे पोजीशन की, जो भी मैं आज पोजीशन पे हूँ, जो भी मैं आज कंपनी में हूँ, जितना भी बड़ा मैं बिजनेस मैनेज कर पा रहा हूँ, this is all those 7-8 years has taught me a lot. कि अच्छे से काम कैसे करना है, ईमानदारी से काम कैसे करना है, करवाना है तो कैसे करवाना है, और क्या क्या चीजें नहीं करनी है. That also I learned over the period of time. So I always say to my team whenever it joins, we are growing leaps and bounces. Every 6 months we are adding around 200 odd guys, 200-300 crore business. And then I talk about this कि आपके लिए मैं फायदेमंद भी हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है कि आपकी लाइफ में और आपके प्रोफेशन में क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आने वाले हैं. बट एट द सेम टाइम आई कुड बी चैलेंजिंग ऑल्सो, क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है कि आप बदमाशी कहाँ कर सकते. So that is how I am blessed that I went through that journey, and that is really helping me to become a better professional with my team. Then after I worked with Sanofi, I went into the product marketing. At the end, when I left Sanofi, I was heading the trade marketing strategy, which means the brands like Combiflam, Avil, Soframycin, Household Novalgin, Beralgan. I was heading those brands as a trade marketing head and strategy head for the Sanofi as the organization. Then I went to Panasonic Healthcare, where I had the little experience around the devices, where I went into the pure sales leadership role, where I was expanding into rural and urban markets, my team. And then I was the divisional head with Zydus Healthcare. After a long time, I worked with multinational 2 Indian company, which was Zydus. Fantastic experience, fantastic organization. And then I happened to meet some of our platform, which I will be talking to you about from GoActive, and our founders, Mr. Rajshekhar Padsha and Shriram. That is where I started my journey with GoActive. Now 5 years with GoActive. I have a lovely wife, 2 kids. We enjoy our life. That is again very, very important and critical. करते किसके लिए हैं? कमाते किसके लिए हैं? इसके लिए. So we should always give time. You must ensure that you do not miss those evening hours, your early morning hours before you leave home. Whether it is you are married, not married, your brother, sister, sibling, mother, father, kids, you must not miss this point. Profession अपनी जगह है, ये अपनी जगह है, and both have equal things. So I enjoy both. This is what I believe that this is my wish. I would do world tour. I have, as of now, gone to more than 7, 8 countries already. That is something is my wish. Soon I will be going on world tour, where with my family. That is my wish. These are my proud, my family, my friends who are my family friends. My friends are not like normal friends. They always become my family friends. I work with a super duper industry which really helps the people. मैं कोई ऐसी प्रोफेशन नहीं है जो बंदे को दर्द से निकाल सके, कैंसर से, डायबिटीज से निकाल सके, other than the pharmaceutical. So I feel proud to be associated with pharmaceutical industry. And I feel proud to be associated with GoActive, who is taking this purpose. Our purpose is very clear that we reach to the remotest town and ensure the availability of quality medicine. हमारे फाउंडर हमेशा ये बोलते हैं कि कोई भी ऐसा गांव ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए जहां पे बिना मेडिसिन के किसी बच्चे की डेथ हो. वी इंश्योर दैट कोने से कोने, एक से बढ़कर एक कोने वाले गांव में पहुंचे और इंश्योर करें कि क्वालिटी मेडिसिन अवेलेबल करा पाए. Now come to the topic where we have discussed to have this session for, where we will be little talking about the digital health and AI in pharma, and why should you care about it. While the session is one-sided, we will have question and answer later on, but if somebody has some point, maybe they can write on this. But this is something I believe is changing the shape of pharmaceutical industry in near future. And mind my words with what I'm telling you, in near future. You will find that while I will take you through some 5, 6 slides, that it is happening around us already. हम AI को आज की डेट में चैट जीपीटी से जानते हैं, परप्लेक्सिटी से जानते हैं, some images create करने वाली apps से जानते हैं, some games से जानते हैं, that is happening, some movies से जानते हैं, but it is really going to become a game changer in next few years in the pharma industry. How it is going to be and how it is related to me as an individual, as you are there, कैसे आपके लिए ये important है कि इसके साथ मैच करके चलना, इसका बेनिफिट लेना, और आपके लिए इसके क्या प्रोन्स हैं और क्या कॉन्स हैं. If you will say per se, I see only pros, but do not say any cons, but still we will see how it works. I'll give you a simple example. Few years later, when I was coming newcomers in the pharma industry, this something was like to me like a डॉक्टर ने अगर पर्चा लिख दिया, so क्या लिखा है उसने इस समझने में हालत हो जाती थी. Oh my God. So if something is written by the doctor in his own speedy writing, it was quite a challenging for anybody in the normal scenario to read this, other than the pharmacist who used to read it and able to translate into medicine which are given in upper Kent. I remember when I used to go for my mother's or father's medicine from the counter, ये लिखा क्या है, सी से कोई दवाई है, सी करके टक कर दिया, एम करके टक कर दिया, जेड करके टक कर दिया. बाय गॉड, it was Herculean task few years back. And at the same time, now you see that in I will not say majority of the cases, but this is something is picking up very fast that doctors are coming online. Doctors are coming on video, taking the consultation. Means other something physically which you need to go and visit the doctor and ensure the physical checkup. All other basics things can be taken care by video call only. And your prescription, how it is coming? The prescription is coming as a typed लैपटॉप पे या मोबाइल पे टाइप किया हुआ प्रॉपर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन डिजिटल साइन किए हुए इट इज देयर विद अस. I'll give you one recent example. In addition to that, I had got a prescription from my friend, and he said that, Gurjeet, as you are in pharma industry, this doctor has prescribed me few tests based on the diagnosis. And noise is coming, Dr. Subodh, if you could mute, yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. So he told me that, Gurjeet, you have been in pharma industry for 25 years. This is some prescription I have got from the doctor. Can you suggest me whether it is, where should I go, which lab? And I told him that, okay, you send me the photograph. Let me check, go through the prescription, and then I can suggest which lab can help you in Mumbai. And then I received that prescription, and I happened to spend at least half an hour. But I'm telling you, I could not read that at all. Then I was feeling ashamed that अरे डॉक्टर मैं अपने फ्रेंड को बोलूंगा क्या, उसको मैं बोलूंगा कि यार तेरा मेरा 25 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, तेरा पर्चा भी नहीं पढ़ पा रहा, वो मेरे ऊपर हंसेगा. What I did smartly, this is around 6 months back, I uploaded that prescription on the ChatGPT. And believe you me, in few seconds it came out that this is the issue, this is what is the diagnosis from the doctor, this is what he has suggested, and this is something is the test which he is asking for you. And I felt not wondered, because I was expecting the same this thing. But I'm trying to tell you that this is something is which is around us already. It is the matter of a time, a few years round the corner, where we are speeding towards making it fully digitalized. If not 100%, then I'm sure it will reach to a level where we have reached to around 80 to 90% already. One more example. I'm sure you guys will have this channel ka subscription already. जिसके पास नहीं है, उन्होंने अपने फ्रेंड्स के थ्रू ले लिया होगा कि एक तू ले ले भाई, अपन शेयर करते हैं, 1200 रुपए हर महीने बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं. आई हैव ऑल्सो डन, सो आई कैन शेयर माई ओन एक्सपीरियंस टू, कि भाई हम 3-4 लोग मिलकर देखेंगे. सो यू नो अबाउट द नेटफ्लिक्स. देयर इज अ नेटफ्लिक्स एनालॉजी. डू यू नो अबाउट इट? व्हाट इज नेटफ्लिक्स एनालॉजी related to AI? Can anybody reply on the chat box? Dr. Subodh, if you could help me. I want this session to be interactive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, dear learners, any one who can tell about this, the Netflix analogy?
No worries. Let me continue while they will give their answers. So for me, I'm sure you would be knowing this in general, but not as a terminology, analogy. But if you like some kind of movies, if you like some kind of series, and if you watch that fully, then they record your viewing capacity, your viewing choice. So for example, if you have liking love movies, or movies which has got ghost or psycho, or action movies, for example, then they will keep on recommending you that this is the new movie which has come in action. Would you like to watch? This is what is recommended for you. There is a separate section in Netflix other than the normal promotion they will keep on doing around the new movies, new series. There is a section below which is always different for all the friends. So मेरा जो friend है उसको एक्शन मूवीज पसंद है, उसके लिए वो मूवीज का आएगा. एक को क्राइम सीरीज पसंद है, उसके लिए वो आएगा. मुझे अगर एक्शन प्लस साइको वाली मूवी पसंद है तो वो आएगा. And those kind of recommendations are coming. So this is already there. Again, we are building on thing that this is something on the edge where it is a matter of time that it will become the part of your life. How it is helping the pharma industry. Right now, if you will see that, and you would be knowing as well, it takes 12 to 15 years to build a drug, new drug. You being in pharma industry, you would be knowing about it 100%. पूरी रिसर्च लगती है, बंदों के ऊपर उसका पूरा ट्रीटमेंट चलता है, उसके साइड इफेक्ट्स देखे जाते हैं, उसके पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट देखे जाते हैं, अदर देन व्हाट इट हैज प्रिपेयर्ड, व्हाट इम्पैक्ट इट विल हैव ऑन ह्यूमन बॉडी. All these things are done for years together. Years together. Then it goes to the final कि बंदा उसको खाए और उसके क्या इम्पैक्ट आ रहे हैं. Let us see, and then it will be open in the market. But at the same time, this process of an entire 12 to 15 years will become like 1 to 2 years only. Maybe I am again becoming little pessimistic. This billions of trials will be done by the AI in few hours, in few days maximum. And then we are reaching to the next level of treatment. Then we are developing the new set of molecule as fast as possible. And where we faced a COVID-like situation a few years back, where people took a lot of risk, a lot of companies were given blanket approval to launch their vaccines, in spite they were not having full grown research done. That situation might reduce drastically. Although viruses are also growing faster, that's a separate thing. But at the same time, AI is going to become the master of research, building the new molecule, bringing at the very fast pace as compared to today's time period, and being available for patient in need. There are few organizations. I'll give you few examples here. You can see. You must have heard about the ChatGPT answering any medical doubt. Nowadays, although it is not seriously recommended that you must visit the doctor if you are facing any physical or body challenges, however, to check about the normal things, we can always go and refer ChatGPT and ask the few things. So, to the doctor, when I was talking to some of the doctors based on my survey, he was saying कि गुरजीत आजकल हमारे पास लोग है ना सिंपल ट्रीटमेंट के लिए नहीं आते हैं कि साहब जुकाम हो गया, खांसी हो गई, सर दर्द हो गया, उसके लिए नहीं आते हैं. उसके लिए वो चैट जीपीटी और गूगल से पता कर लेते हैं. गूगल बाबा हो गए. But when it has become complicated after taking self-medication, which is unfortunate part in India again, that every medicine, even if it is scheduled as easily available, even without prescription at the pharmacy counter, unfortunate to be very frank, and I do not encourage that at all. So, Gurjeet, ये available हो गए, but they are coming with much more complications. They are not visiting for normal things. So for them also, it is the next level of understanding कि इसने क्या खाया, उस मेडिसिन के बाद में कितने टाइम तक खाया, क्या इसने जो एंटीबायोटिक का कोर्स स्टार्ट किया था वो कंप्लीट किया कि नहीं किया, क्या उसने साथ में एनाल्जेसिक या एंटीपायरेटिक लिया है कि नहीं लिया है, and many other things. It is becoming little complex for the doctors to understand. But at the same time, for general thing, we know that people have started referring to ChatGPT for normal things. For health watch, it is the Fitbit, Apple Watch we are doing. I'm sure out of 100 odd people here, around 20-30 will be using for their health monitoring. Zepto, एक click किया 15 मिनट में दवाई आपके घर पे है. I remember few days when I was living in a small town in MP, Shupri. I belong to that place near to Gwalior. For one of the medicine written to my mother by one doctor in Gwalior, I used to visit at least 10 medical shops, 2 distributors to request them to call it to that town. Many a times it has happened that I had to wait at least a week to get that medicine. So we are in AI. We are in the world where now medicine is available within 15 minutes. Moreover, your community chemist, they are more aware. They know that they are losing business to such kind of platforms. So they keep your prescription preserved and they keep calling you, sir, मुझे मालूम है कि आपकी डायबिटीज की दवाई चल रही है, आपको 1 महीने की मैंने पहले भेजी थी और अभी आपके पास खत्म हो गई होगी, क्या मैं आपको भेज दूं? So they will have to upgrade themselves to fight such challenges which are going to come in the market. Practo, you would have heard about doctor in your pocket. Quickly, देखा मेरे को, I have a subscription of Bajaj in which I have unlimited doctor consultation free video calling. Unlimited. So for normal things, I will really go out of my apartment, pick up my bike, go to the doctor, wait for hours. No. For normal things, I'm not going to visit. That is me. This is picking up. To be very frank, this is picking up better in tier 2 markets. Metros, again, yes, that is something is the buzzword. In GoActive, I will talk to you about GoActive a little more, but we are connecting the doctors and sharing the best practices, case studies, not only from India, but from the global platforms. Like clinical ODC is easily accessible to the doctor community, where more than 4.5 lakh doctors are registered with us. Channel Paisa, Channel Play, we are connecting the every town class. We have more than in India around 800 districts, out of which GoActive is the organization, we are covering almost 700. So which is something, every bit of AI connectivity, digital is happening. I'll give you a quick case study. Earlier, if you have to get your diabetes done, few years back when glucose monitoring was not there, it was very tough to go to the lab and get it done. When glucose monitoring came also, then patient used to wait at home. अरे साहब, अभी डॉक्टर के पास कौन जाएगा ये रिपोर्ट लेके, उसको लिखना पड़ेगा और कहीं पर्चा मेरा खो ना जाए, उसका एक पाउच बना के अपने पॉकेट में रखना है. Then visiting the doctor, showing him this has been reading for last 1 month, 2 months, and doctor will analyze. Many things will happen. But at the time of treatment, it will be quite challenging for the doctor to interpret through those handwritten text. Nowadays, very simple, very, very simple. There are many Bluetooth enable, your watch enable, your app enable glucometers are available. These are not only for the caregiver. Caregiver means if I am the patient, my caregiver is my wife, my parents, or for my parents, I am the caregiver. So immediately that information is coming to me on my app that your father checked the glucose. As of now, he is ranging between 350 to 400. This is the time you should consult your doctor immediately. In the advanced version, there are many doctors who have upgraded themselves, and through their supporting staff or paramedics, they ensure that they have the close monitoring on the diabetes reading to those patients. As this guy is checking his glucose, that information is going to the paramedics. If it is red alert, If it is something indicative which he has to ensure, immediately that is informed to the doctor and then it is taken care. So that is how these all things are helping. There will be a time very soon when, along with the doctor, a doctor, which is AI, is standing by, giving him proper diagnosis of the things, reading reports, giving first preliminarily information, this is how it should be treated, and then it becomes much more easier and impactful with the newer molecule, newer advancement that patient which used to take a week or 10 days, many man hours are lost. They are getting treated in an hour or few days itself. So how it is going to impact us? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? AI अगर आ गया, अरे तो क्या होगा भाई, वो मेरा जॉब ले लेगा. AI अगर आ गया तो आई डोंट नो, बट ऐसा सुनने में आया है कि आईटी वालों के जॉब जा रहे हैं, फार्मास्यूटिकल में भी वही होने लगेगा. I see otherwise. I see this entire thing otherwise. The human connect with the doctors, the communication, the facial expression, the body language, in everything, your personal connect going to stay for sure. There will not be any reduction in your personal connect with the healthcare professionals, whether it is the doctor or pharmacist or stockist, but that will continue. It might just facilitate with the betterment of the communicating way. Earlier, एक चिट्ठी या पोस्ट कार्ड जाता था, उसके बाद SMS और WhatsApp जाता था. आज की डेट में इन ऐप नोटिफिकेशन जाते हैं, कल कुछ और रहेगा. But that is something is going to be there. Without human connect, relationship business will not take place for sure. It can facilitate, it can strengthen better communication with the targeted customers, but it will not. But at the same time, in the pharma industry, especially in the innovation medicine, it is going to be a wow. That हम जिस बीमारी के लिए, जिस छोटी छोटी चीजों के लिए लंबे टाइम तक स्ट्रगल करते थे, that is something going to end very soon, very soon. Next 5 years, I see a revolutionary things which are going to come into pharma industry, which will change the entire way of treating the patient as such. So this was around the topic. Now let me take just 5 more minutes to talk about the organization where I work. And specifically to this section, I'm talking about my organization because we are also like a normal pharmaceutical company, but doing things little differently, which is helping to achieve our purpose to reaching to the remotest town with the quality medicine. This is our purpose, to improve the healthcare access in extra urban and rural market. How do we do? We have multiple big Indian and multinational pharmaceutical companies. Few names are Pfizer, GSK, Abbott, Haleon, Danone, MSD, Roche, Cipla, Torrent, Eris, Estella. These are the few names. We are dealing with more companies as well. I'm sure some of the colleagues who have joined here might be working with some of these organizations already. We as an organization, now this is change. There's a little older, this is $300 million business we are managing as an organization. There are more than 2,000 colleagues who are working with us on different projects, and we provide different services to all the pharmaceutical companies. These are our flagship digital platform, which are soon going to convert into AI, understanding the patient need better, understanding the doctor better, understanding the trade pattern better, and then suggest how to deal with this situation. आज की डेट में अगर बीच में गणपति जी का सीजन आ गया तो मेरी सेल डाउन हो गई। आगे चल के अगर कभी मेरा दिवाली आ गया उसके लिए सेल डाउन हो गई, पूजा आ गया कलकत्ता में उसके लिए सेल डाउन हो गई। हाउ डू वी इंश्योर दैट वी हैव अ बेटर प्लान? How do we ensure that, see the customer wise, customize, as I was telling you again and again, Netflix का example, पूरी दुनिया के लिए सेम है पहला, but नीचे it is recommended for you. How do we come to a level where we talk to the customer saying that कि ये medicine आगे चल के last year आपने लिया था, जिसकी shortage हुई थी आपके पास में, why don't you keep 5 boxes extra? Why don't you keep 1 case extra? This is the time we should start filling. Like the way जब सीजन आने से पहले जो ORS या टेट्रा पैक्स की सेल होती है गर्मियों में, अगर आप देखोगे तो हाईएस्ट जनवरी और फरवरी में होती है। क्यों भाई? उस टाइम तो सर्दियां चल रही होती है, उस समय क्यों? बट दैट इज द टाइम देन पीपल स्टार्ट पिकिंग अप एंड स्टार्ट स्टॉकिंग अप। But when the March, April, May गर्मियां आती हैं, then it is liquidates like anything. Similarly, we are also learning. This AI system is learning what is the pattern behavior of the customer. This customer, ये जो काकीनाडा में वैष्णव मेडिकल बैठा हुआ है, इसके पास ये मेडिसिन खरीदने की कैपेसिटी है, इतना उनका एवरेज ग्रोथ है, and this should be the recommended units he should buy. So we are working towards that. And just to give you an instance, more than 1 lakh doctors who are continuously engaging on Connect OD. We are doing many things on Connect OD, which is a direct sampling to the doctor, which is not required your intervention. आया, उसको सही ढंग से रखा घर पे, फिर उसको प्रॉपरली जाके डॉक्टर को दिया, फिर रिपोर्टिंग किया, उससे रिलेटेड कई कंप्लायंसेस हैं, 194R है, यूसीपीएनपी गाइडलाइंस हैं, इतनी सारी कुछ नहीं करना है, केवल कनेक्ट को देना है, कनेक्ट डायरेक्ट डॉक्टर को पहुंचेगा और डॉक्टर उसको यूज करेगा तभी लेगा. So that's how we are becoming good. Commercial orders are connected through Connect OD and patient support program which we are giving. आज की डेट में हम LBL देते हैं डॉक्टर को जाके, अगर वो बहुत ही यूजफुल रहेगा तब वो शायद अपने पास रखता है पढ़ने के लिए, otherwise it is in the dustbin directly. But in this, if he finds it useful, he can use in this and WhatsApp to his patient concern. We are connecting with more than 2.5 lakh, which is 25% of the universe of the pharmacy counters. It is growing leaps and bounces. And Channel Paisa, I'm sure some of you would have heard about this platform also, which is catering to more than 50% of semi-wholesaler universe. So you would be wondering, "Are ye image kahan se aa gaya?" But I'd like to show this image because this is something is giving message very clearly that AI is there, which is going to come, which is attractive, which will bring you something newer. You have to be ready to adopt it, to see that how it can change our life, ensuring that your existing communication, your effectivity, your skills are there with you. Then how you have to manage that, you have to think. In this world, it's very easy to become expert of something. Okay. In jungle, if you will see, there are many different kind of animals, and they have got the expertise of something. Like cheetah has the fastest animal, like giraffe is the longest or tallest, the elephant is the heaviest, the fox is the sharpest. So like this, everybody has got their specialty. But who is the king of the jungle? It is the lion. Is he having some of the qualities? Might or might not be. But he is the one who is adopting and ensuring that कि हाँ मुझे सबकी knowledge है और मुझे मालूम है कि सबको control कैसे करना है. So that balance you have to bring in your profession, in your family life, so that you can manage things better. Maybe we can talk about it a little later. This is just a snap on it. And I believe that as you are coming into this course along with Chitkara University, do you see something? These are stones. These are something very special, which are going to become like a pure, proper diamond, shaped by the expert professionals like Dr. Subodh and the entire Chitkara University is working for you guys to from switch your current situation from this to this. So a very important role of the professors, and I always have a very, very high regard and respect for my teachers. It might not be only the one in the school or college or university. It could be your colleague. It could be your senior. It could be your junior. Wherever you learn, you keep sharpening yourself. You are less worth when you look like this, but you are a lot worth when you become like this. This entire process, I believe, is to making you from arm to very khas person. So that is what is there. So congratulations to the entire Chitkara champions. Wish you good luck. To be very frank, I am available on LinkedIn. If you have, even after this session, I will be happy and glad to guide you guys wherever I could. I will be happy to share my experiences where you feel that you can utilize me, take my help. I will be available. That is my commitment. My personal commitment is not from Chitkara, but my personal commitment to the students of India. Wish you good luck and Jai Hind. We can start the questions if someone has, as per the agenda, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I think very insightful and enlightening session. I'm sure the learners all here have, learned a lot and got to know various insights and learning from this beautiful session, which you have taken. So, dear learners, any questions you may have, you may type the text in case you want to unmute one by one. You want to ask Gurjeet sir here. I think you can. Yes, anyone, any questions you have for sir here? He has, especially taken the time out for each one of us on this Saturday afternoon, and we are really honored and privileged to have him for this 1 hour session he has paid for us. Because I firmly believe that in today's time, it's all about if you can give the greatest gift to somebody, in today's time is that you can give your time, and that is the most exquisite gift which we have got today. And so now, any questions, please? Yes, anyone? Anyone, any thoughts, any questions, anything you'd like to say? You want to type in? Okay, so I think, sir, we don't have any questions.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes. No, I'm glad that I'm connecting to these future leaders here, Subodhji. And I will be available, as I told in my session itself. If somebody would like to connect with me, I am available on LinkedIn, very active, and they can have chat with me over there as well. So your LinkedIn ID. Okay, so that's a good question. I will share right now.
Yes, so I think we got the question here. Yes.
Yes.
So LinkedIn ID will be shared on the chat box right now.
Yeah.
And also, I would request everyone, if you can, switch on the cameras, maybe we can have a quick photograph for this, momentous occasion for each one of us to, remember ahead. Yes, requesting everyone to switch on the cameras for a few seconds, maybe we can have a good photograph.
Arey, Arindra sir, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Super duper.
I'm great, sir. I'm great, sir. It is always, nice to listen to you, Gurjeet, sir. You always get motivated when you listen to you. That's great, sir.
So glad.
I think there is one question from one student. It's in the chat box.
Okay. Any special skills required other than doing MBA in pharmaceutical management, like a certification course. Okay. So that's really a good question. It is about your, see, even I will tell you a reverse way. आप बोलोगे कि ये ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हैं? But I will tell you something which I have experienced myself. I did my MBA in the year 2016. Okay. And while I was pursuing the MBA and had completed 1 year already, I realized that whatever I am studying, nothing has come across which I do not know already. I went to my mentor and asked him कि सर ये आप MBA करने का इतने सालों से मुझे बोल रहे थे और अब जाके मैं MBA कर रहा हूँ, तो मेरे को इसका क्या फायदा? ये तो मेरे को सब कुछ आता है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा, मुझे डिग्री मिल जाएगी, यूनिवर्सिटी का सील लग जाएगा और ये लिखा आ जाएगा कि गुरजीत सिंह अब MBA भी है. So then he told me one thing which I believe you will be able to relate right now. He said that, Gurjeet, do you remember when I told you to do MBA first time? Then I tried to recollect, and he told me when I was earlier working in 2005 as a representative in Novartis India Limited. Now that answers everything. कि अगर तू जो आज सीख रहा है, तू अपने इतने 10 साल 15 साल के मेहनत के बाद सीखा है, अगर यही चीजें तूने अगर 10 साल पहले सीखी होती, सो वो तेरा लेवल ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, तेरे स्किल्स, तेरे उसको कहां से कहां ले जाते. सो अगेन आई एम कमिंग टू दिस सेम पॉइंट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस इज अ फैंटास्टिक अपॉर्चुनिटी. You are blessed. Either you yourself or your parents are helping you to do this course. Take this advantage. And most important thing, what Muskan asked, more than just thinking that I am doing MBA, whatever you are learning, if you are effectively able to implement, again, I will repeat, this is the most critical part. If you are able to effectively implement, that is your real skill you are going to get. Nothing. So whenever you listen, a good practice, whenever you listen कि somebody in my organization is doing best, वो आते हैं ऊपर बोलते हैं ये करते हैं, just try to see if you can also implement and take the result. That will really make you a differential at this position. Low, केवल रखना नहीं है, सुनना नहीं है. सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगता है, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है उससे. एक कान से सुनोगे, 10 दिन बाद भूल जाओगे, नहीं तो 20 दिन बाद भूल जाओगे. बट जो आपने किया या किसी को सिखाया, वो आप कभी नहीं भूलोगे. सो आई बिलीव दिस आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन.
So there is one more question there. Like Amandeep Singh says, I have a question. Why is generic medicine less in India? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the box.
Very good. So what I am sensing, Amandeep, अच्छा क्वेश्चन है आपका कि even government of India is working. You must be hearing about the Jan Suvidha Aushadhi medical shops which are opening up across the country. And they are private players who are coming very rapidly. And I see in Mumbai, a few years back, there were only 5-6 shops. To be very frank, in my family also, I'm very upfront and very honest. First of all, दवाई की जरूरत बहुत कम पड़ती है, thank you God. लेकिन जब भी पड़ती है, मैं उस जीनो हेल्थ से लेने जाता हूँ. Now, this is something is a private chain where medical expenses especially happens on the medicine. Overall expenses are very high. अगर मेरी 1000 रुपए की कोई मेडिसिन है तो शायद 100 या 150 रुपए में आ जाती है. And I know which companies are good in terms of providing the authentic, genuine, generic medicines. I have the awareness. चाहे वो सिप्ला हो, डॉक्टर रेड्डी हो, रेनबेक्सी हो या कुछ सन फार्मा हो, कुछ जो है जो बहुत अच्छे स्टैंडर्ड से बनाती है. But there are many like mushrooms, they are not becoming. Government, and this is a very good question. This is taking me to the recent AIOCD, OPPI meeting, which happened recently in Delhi. बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा है आपने बाय द वे. उसमें ये टॉपिक था डिस्कशन का, and I was fortunate to part of that panel as well, in which they were discussing about how quickly we can make it rapidly available across the country. They said that first of all, those regulation has to become more stringent. And the first challenge which comes in India is the population. इतनी population, इतनी demand है कि आप उसको control करने के लिए it will take few years. Government as such, I cannot reveal what was discussed, that is confidential. However, is rapidly working on this endeavor to ensure that by 2040, at least 40% medicine which is sold in India are generic. Means in terms of authenticity of medicine is 100%, but price is as per the generic price. But really thoughtful question, Amandeep. Really appreciate your thoughts around around it.
Sir, more question is there, like Mr. K. Sai Teja says, any chances due to AI and automation, there will be layoffs in pharma in future, just like in the IT field is happening in the present situation? So that's the question here.
I see very unlikely, very unlikely. See, one profession which is going to stay anywhere in the industry, and that is true for pharma industry as well, which is the sales profession. आपकी sales इफेक्टिवनेस हो सकती है कि भाई मुझे आज डॉक्टर सुबोध को मिलने जाना है, लास्ट टाइम मैं मिला था उनसे और उन्होंने मेरे लिए 10 प्रिस्क्रिप्शन एटोरवास्टेटिन के लिए दिए थे. क्या मैं उनसे 12 की डिमांड कर सकता हूं या वो किसी और पे स्विच कर गए हैं? दैट एआई कैन हेल्प. मे बी एआई कैन हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड डॉक्टर सुबोध्स लाइकिंग ऑफ वर्ड्स, Dr. Subodh's liking of connecting with the organization, Dr. Subodh's interest in the academics, कि वो इस writer की इस book को ज़्यादा पढ़ते हैं. If you go and talk about this, then Dr. Subodh will give you more attention, by which you can build your better relationship with Dr. Subodh, and finally he will prescribe your medicine. In the sales profession, I see very unlikely it is going to replace, but at the same time, it is you have to become more effective in terms of studying your customer better. मैं डॉक्टर सुबोध का आज की डेट में क्या सोर्स है मेरे पास? लिंक्डइन है या फेसबुक है या इंस्टाग्राम है. मुझे मालूम है कि वो कैसी चीजें देखते हैं, कैसी चीजें पसंद करते हैं, क्या करते हैं. अगर मुझे कुछ गिफ्ट करना है या मिलना है या कुछ करना है तो मैं ये कर सकता हूँ. बट एआई आ जाने के बाद में दैट विल गिव यू अ प्रोफाइल कि ये भाई उसकी पसंद है, इस तरह से जाओ, उनको ये वाले वर्ड्स पसंद है, उनको इस तरीके से बिहेवियर पसंद है, इस तरह का ड्रेसअप पसंद है. देन योर चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग सेल्स from Dr. Subodh becomes much more higher. So for that, you have to upgrade yourself, getting the information and communicating effectively.
Okay, sir. So thank you. And that's the next question which comes up is by Gaikwad. He's saying that I would like to know what kind of job roles or higher study options are open after pursuing the this MBA in pharmaceutical management.
This is lovely question. I'll tell you. So again, I'll give you my own example that you might be able to relate it. When I came in 2008, after 7 years of my experience in field, I came to the marketing. Okay. And I realized that there were many things which I was doing since the inception of my career. I was very much keen to do things differently. And the turning point in my life was what do you know? My turning point was that one day MD came to work with me and I was working on the brand Soframycin, and I had created one communication, handwritten to be very frank, and which I was communicating to some of the retailers. And before going to retailer, I asked my MD, would you like to come with me to meet some of my customers? He said, yes, why not? Let us go for 2 hours field work. And when we went together, during we were traveling in the taxi, I was showing him that this is what I have prepared. And I believe this is something is very much engaging, and this is going to impact my sale if I try to implement. He said that don't worry, I am there with you, and this has got the authenticity. Let us try and implement, see how it works. And we met 2 retailers in 1 hour. After that, he said that I would like to work with you for full day and see how you are implementing and what are you doing. And next day, when he went back to Mumbai, he called me from the MD desk, comes to me in the call, Gurjeet, would you like to come into the marketing? And I'll tell you why it happened. क्योंकि मुझे ये मालूम था कि सेल्स क्या होती है, मुझे ये मालूम था, सुना था ये वर्ड की मार्केटिंग होती है, तो कोई मुझसे पूछता था ना तुम क्या करते हो, मैं सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग करता हूँ, लेकिन एक्चुअली मैं क्या कर रहा था, ओनली सेल्स, मैं इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कर रहा था. बट इफ आई वुड हैव gone through some of these specialized program like MBA, in which I will come to know that this is called distribution, this is called marketing, this is called sales, this is called pharmacovigilance, this is called medical profession, this is called in writing, this is called communication. Then I will come to know that where, in which section I am the best. I was best in the marketing. I could have chosen, given my full attention. जो आज मुझे 10 साल के unknown, वो भी fortunately हुआ ना, वो भगवान मेरे साथ में था और वो हो गया, लेकिन मैं सही डायरेक्शन में fortunately चला गया. But with this you will come to know which field you are interested in and you love to do it. मुझे आप 24 घंटे बिठा लो, ये बात करा लो, मार्केटिंग के बारे में पूछ लो, मेरे को 1 सेकंड के लिए भी मेरी एनर्जी कम नहीं होगी. लेकिन वहीं आप फार्मा के बारे में और ड्रग्स के बारे में पूछोगे, मैं थक जाऊंगा 1 घंटे में. सो दैट्स हाउ टेक योर बिगेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ, फाइंड आउट इन दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ 1.5 2 years कि ये मेरे लिए इंटरेस्ट है, एंड देन गिव योर बेस्ट टुवर्ड्स इट. सिंपल. आई थिंक यू विल be able to make it.
Okay, that is great, sir. So we have one more question here, and the question is which states that are there any other special skills required other than doing MBA in finance, like some certification courses?
Yeah, this I answered.
Okay. And then Rajat says, sir, have any app, and tell me about which medicine in pharma that is generic. Do we have any app? I mean, that thing.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
अरे बहुत सिंपल हो गया है. It is, so I think you are referring to the branded generic. So there is a category called, one is branded, one is called branded generic, and one is generic. Generic means what? If I talk about one example, let's take Ciplox. Everybody would be knowing, so I will just take that example. Ciplox में क्या है? Ciprofloxacin. तो Ciplox जो है वो ब्रांड है, और Ciprofloxacin जो है वो जेनरिक नेम है. तो वो जेनरिक तो जेनरिक है ही. So anywhere if you will find the molecule, search the molecule, you will find it easily. So, but at the same time, you are going to go to one chemist to buy the medicine, and you know the molecule. Even if you do not know the molecule, you can pick up the branded one, read the molecule, what is written, and then tell him that I want this in generic. And there are few companies who are becoming little more premium. They are becoming smarter in terms of their revenue earning. What they are doing, they are giving the generic also as a name, which is actually not promoted by my representative, my area manager. There is no hierarchy. So they are saving these money in between, and then it is going to the patient directly as a benefit. But that is something will take time. I believe what will work is one branded and one is generic. To search, I believe any Google search, normal Google search will also help you to do that.
Okay, sir. So one more question by, I think, KSI Teja. He says, any chance we can use AI to tackle counterfeit or low quality medicine? It will be great that people can know that medicine.
100%. And that's really, I love this question. Now is bande ne, Teja ji ne aaj ke topic se related question pucha hai. I loved it. So, Teja and everyone, whenever you go to next to the pharmacy shop, take any company like Cipla ऐसा करना चालू कर दिया है, Sun ने करना चालू कर दिया है, Goactive के सारे ब्रांड्स पे जिसमें एप्टेक है, इलेक्ट्रोबियन है और गमेक्स है, हमारे खुद के ब्रांड, they get a QR code printed on it. Okay, when you go and scan it, then it takes to either the company own site or it will give you the product information, which cannot be copied. And there is a hallmark as well. So this is first step towards ensuring the awareness has to come. अगर यहाँ पे 50 लोग हैं, I don't know ये शायद 10 लोगों को भी मालूम है कि नहीं. Awareness बहुत तेजी से बढ़नी है उसकी. But at the same time, companies have started putting this efforts towards ensuring that it should not be given as a duplicate, or patient should get the full information about the medicine. So in that, practically you will receive the क्या drug है, क्या उसके indication है, क्या उसकी half life है, क्या उसके side effects हैं, क्या उसके benefit हैं, किस level पे आपको doctor को मिलना है, क्या doses हैं, everything is available. So that gives the kind of authenticity that it's a proper medicine.
Okay, sir. All right. So any other questions, learners, do we have? Okay, so I think
yes, he has perfectly engaged us, our students, and the way you engage with our students and answered their many questions, sir, made the session truly interactive. Yes, sir. What you were saying, sir, Dean, sir.
Yeah, so I was saying that yes, I think it was really an interactive session, and although there was some pause when we were thinking like where are the questions, but when the questions came, there were in plenty to be answered.
True.
So that was a good part about it, and I think everybody who has joined today, I can see member from the academic fraternity, people who are from the industry as well, and learners which are there. I think each one has joined and has made this event more memorable. So over to you, Dr. Aarti, for the vote of thanks, please. Yeah.
So on behalf of everyone, I extend heartfelt thanks to sir. I mean, he's been really interactive, and we are really grateful, sir. Your insights on apps in pharma, the importance of job roles, implementations, sales and marketing. I mean, from the very different perspective, although we are all academicians, but yes, I mean, we get to know that your hand-on experience that really speaks when you are working and when you are telling students. Appreciate, sir. And your practical learning and motivation, really, I mean, that is being really fruitful for today's session. And the way you, I have already appreciated the fact the way you have interacted and engaged our students today and answered their so many questions. I mean, the feedback is just before you. And that this session has, you have really made the session truly interactive and valuable. So we are grateful once again for your time and your wisdom, of course. So thank you for being with us today. Thank you so much, everyone, even the students who have been really great in asking questions. And I hope and wish that we will be engaging you with more such sessions. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.